my sisters, you are the front line. You are the front line. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to us that He created the man and the woman from what? A single soul. In Surah An-Nisa, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu taqullah, Ya ayyuha an-nasu taqu rabbukum alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahida. Created you from a single soul. So this whole idea that the woman is created from the rib. In the Quran it doesn't say the rib. Nafsin wahida. Created from one single soul. That's the first part of the creation. Now how she was extracted from Adam is something different. But originally they was created how? From what? One single soul. That means what? From the same glass of water. Now you can take this glass of water and pour out half and make tea and coffee. But originally what it all came from? One single soul. Yes, Allah made the male, dhakar, and the woman what? Untha. And they are not the same. They are similar, but they are not the same. Therefore, their rights and their responsibilities are not the same. This whole delusion of the equality of women is a bunch of foolishness. There's no such thing. They are equal in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna akramakum indallah atqakum. They are equal in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are same in the sight of Allah regarding their taqwa. But they are different in their responsibilities. They are different in their anatomy. They are different in their psychology. They are different in their social responsibility. And when you forget that, you forget your role. And when you forget your role, then you want to change the ayah. You want to say, An-nisa kawamunna ala rijal. They want the women, and this is what has happened in the society now. The women have become guardians and over the men. Especially in the West. We find a phenomena among immigrants that they migrate to the West. And the West, they are very clever. What they do when they migrate, they give the women all the rights. They give her the house, they give her the stamps, they give her the Medicaid card, they give her the money, and they give the man less than that. So if that man does not act the way she likes, she will tell him what? You get out. This is my house. Don't tell me what to do. These are my children. And if you speak like that to me again, I'll go to the court and have you locked up. And so what happens? If the man divorced that woman, what happens? He loses the family. He loses the children. He is threatened by the court. So the women, they wind up with the leverage over the man. And so what happens? The man becomes demoralized and destabilized. And this is the aim of the West. This is what they do. Sisters, don't be a part of this conspiracy. Take the role that you have been designated from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is that role? It is the chief role of raising the children. The role of cultivating the home. What greater responsibility is that? Raising the children, cultivating the home, preparing the next generation who will be what? The leaders of the next generation. This is your responsibility. Don't want to be like the man, because what will happen? The woman who wants to be like the man, she wants her own money. She wants her own car. She wants her own property. She wants her own time. Then she wants her own apartment. Then when she gets married, she wants her own time. She wants everything divided equally. And she has to go. She's leaving out the door when he's leaving out the door in the morning. She's fixing her clothes up while he's fixing his clothes. They make an arrangement to drop the children off with somebody else. Then she's asking him, who's going to pick the children up at night? I think I'm getting in from the job a little bit late. He had to pick up the children. She's still late. So on the way, she pick up some Burger King or she pick up something else to feed the children because she's late. When she gets in, she's tired. He's tired. They eat Burger King. They eat McDonald's. They eat takeout, whatever the case might be. Who has taught the children all day? This because she wants her own money. She wants her own car. She wants her own family. She wants her own this and that. I don't say the woman cannot work. They can, if that work does not compromise her responsibility. If that work doesn't put her in jeopardy. If that work doesn't compromise her hijab. If that work doesn't compromise and undermine her family. Her family. Better for a woman to stay home and be denied comforts that she wants, but to teach her children Quran and decent behavior, and to guard herself and to guard her family, and to prepare an atmosphere for her husband and for herself. Better for her. Dear sisters, your responsibility is to pursue knowledge. Because if you do not have proper knowledge, who will teach your children? How you will pray? The man is not in the home. Most men, they don't have the time. Sometimes they don't have the knowledge themselves. But even when they do, they don't have the time to do what? To really teach the sisters. So sister, don't blame your husband. Oh, he never has time for me. He doesn't teach me anything. He doesn't recite Quran. He never taught me one ayah. He never taught me one hadith. But sister, you got the whole Sahih Bukhari in your house. You have the Mus'haf in your house. What's the problem with you? There are sisters in Sydney who know the Quran very well. Instead of gossiping inside the mosque with other sisters talking about the shopping and talking about the children and talking about your home and talk about this and talking about the men, find out a sister who is knowledgeable in the deen. She's a student of knowledge. She's hafidha of the Quran. She knows hadith and she knows the fiqh and the tafsir and the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ. Go to that sister and spend 1 hour or 2 hours a week. Have her to straighten out your salah, your makhraj of the Quran. Have her to read from you the seerah, the issues of adab, so that when your husband comes home, when your children come home, you can do what? Maybe you can advise him. You can also teach them, because you are the teacher of the home. You, not your husband. He should provide the atmosphere, but you are the teacher in the home. The husband should provide the atmosphere, but you are the school teacher. My dear Muslim sisters, also, you are the first support for the Muslim community. I said the community. If you think that the masjid is not clean, if you think that the area for the women is not proper, if you think that the men don't give you your rights, if you think whatever it is, maybe your complaints are correct. But what can you do about it? What can you do about it? Form a committee. Not a complaint committee, but a proactive committee. And come to the imam or come to the amir through his wife and say, we are 10 or 15 sisters who are the helpers of the jama'ah. Imam, what can we do? Can we put some nice curtains on the windows? Imam, can we every month make sure that there's enough toilet paper, there's enough stuff to aerosol and disinfectant? Brother Imam, can we come to the masjid once a week? Maybe the night, Thursday night or Friday morning, can we vacuum? Can we mop? Can we clean? Can we relieve the brothers of this responsibility? Imam, the area where the sisters are, can we buy a rug for it? Can we put it, make it nice the way we like it? Imam, can we put some nice plants and stuff to make the place look good? Imam, can we clean on the outside? Imam, can we spend something from ourselves to make it look nice so we make our contribution? Brother Imam, what can we do? Can we have a lecture every week for ourselves? Brother Imam, what can we do to raise money? There are 150 of us. Each one of us is willing to give $5 a week. Imam, what can we do with this? Subhanallah, what do you think a group of sisters can do to make a change in a jama'ah like that, instead of complaining? So sisters, you are also the front line of the jama'ah. Give to the imam, give to your husband, and give to the imam the support.